Hello everyone, this is Eugene Finder speaking. I haven't done a lot of these overall opinions videos in a while, and I'll try to make this more of a thing in my channel. Starting off with this, today I'm going to be talking about the first season of the anime Akagami no Shirayukihime, or better known as Snow White with the red hair. And after watching this first season, all I have to say is... Bones, you did it again. But before I get ahead of myself, let's go into detail of why I think so. First off, as usual, let's start with the animation and character designs. As a huge fan of Bones, I personally admit that they are not the best when it comes to both animation and character designs. But don't get me wrong, they are still really good at it. As for this anime, I would say that it is one of the better works when it comes to both animation and character designs. Next up, there is the art style of the anime, which when I first saw it, I was kind of worried because the backgrounds, especially the trees, seem to be watercolored. A very simplistic design, but over time, I found that to actually support the anime, the entire anime is pretty much simplistic by nature, and the colors used in the anime make all of it seem very beautiful. It has this ability to keep you relaxed and just take in the scenery. That is one really strong aspect of the series. But I guess what really makes this anime interesting are the characters. And let's start off with undoubtedly my favorite character from the anime, which is Shirayuki herself. As a standard, she is kind and sweet and cares about other people. But more than that, I never thought I would say this, but I have not seen Snow White being such a badass, or let's put it in better terms, being this cool since Mirror Mirror. And the weird thing is, that was actually my favorite thing about the series. Instead of being the typical damsel in distress, Shirayuki actually tries her best to solve certain problems that she encounters by herself. And yes, she can still end up in helpless situations, but at least she tries, okay? And that's where the other main character of the show, Prince Zen, comes in. Prince Zen is my next favorite character because even though he is a person of royalty, he is one who cares about the common people. In hindsight, he gives us a great viewpoint of the boundary between different social statuses. And that is another aspect the anime handles really well, showing the situations between people of different social statuses. And that is shown really clearly, especially during the flashback of Prince Zen with his childhood friend, which the name kind of slips past me right now, sorry about that. And of course, all of the other characters are really well portrayed, even though they don't get as much screen time, but I won't go into much detail about this. But honestly, making Shirayuki and Prince Zen the main characters of the anime was a brilliant idea. They are definitely the most well-developed and most interesting characters in the entire anime. And I would say this for sure, they literally stole the show. And then lastly, still talking about the two main characters, we have the next best thing about the anime, which is the romance. It was beautiful. It was a huge selling point, not only to me, but to anyone who watched the series. And I'll say this right now, when Shirayuki blushed when she was kissed by Prince Zen for the first time, I thought it was, oh my god, is this for real? Freaking adorable! The way the romance built up from the first time they met to when Shirayuki became a court herbalist was done brilliantly. There was no hint of forcefulness in their relationship whatsoever, and I thought that was amazing. And now that I've mentioned so many good things about the anime, let me just somewhat balance it with some really minor problems about the anime. The first and most obvious one to me was the anime's lighthearted nature itself. Because of the general atmosphere of the anime, even when problems do arise, there's always this feeling of the lack of threat to the characters. I just feel that no matter what the situation, it's like, yeah, it'll be alright. So there wasn't that adrenaline rush I like to have when I see these situations. Of course, I still feel anxious, but not at the level of me feeling that was amazing. Next up, there was this talk about Prince Zen's medical condition and how it was said that he became immune to poisons. I was very interested to see a backstory talking about that, and because they didn't do it for this season, I'm hoping they do it in the next one. And this kind of leads to the talk about the second season. In all honesty, I thought the first season ended off at a really satisfying note. The main characters got together and it was a rather happy ending. I thought a second season was not necessary. But there is one. I mean, like, wow. That's way more effort than what was really required. And that just gets me excited because who knows what they might touch upon in the next season. And of course, if you have seen it, no spoilers please. But regardless, I'm really looking forward to it. Well, when it's time to get to the sequel, of course. And just briefly before I wrap things up, let's talk about the opening and ending themes of the first season, which I would say I really enjoy them, but it's not to the point where I would say, that's the best thing I ever heard. But I will say, for the opening theme, Hayami Saori did a really good job. It sounded, when it reached the chorus, I was not expecting a really soft tone and stuff. It felt like kind of toned down, but that really helped. It sounded beautiful, it sounded so relaxing, and it helps with the tone of the anime itself. Just beautiful. And of course the ending, which was kind of, how do you say, it has that sort of medieval tone to it, and Eyeless did a really good job with that too. So both songs were pretty darn good. And with all that being said, I'm gonna give the first season of Akagami no Shirayukihime an overall score of 9 out of 10 stars, and I would highly recommend any of you, even if you are not a big fan of the romance genre, there are other things to keep you entertained in this series, and you should definitely give this series a shot because Bones just nails it again when it comes to storytelling. Just to let you guys know, any anime that has anything to do with the name Bones, I'll be on that shit. Like, yeah, just instantly. So yeah, and I guess that'll be all I have to say for now, and I'm looking forward to the second season. And so that ends my overall opinion section for the first season of Akagami no Shirayukihime. And let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this first season? Did you enjoy it, or did you find it kind of average and, you know, just kind of bland, or even worse, you didn't like anything about the anime at all? Just leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And sorry guys for being away for so long, but yeah, I've been pretty busy with my last few university assignments and stuff, and so yeah, right now I've already finished my final assignment and just in the period of waiting for my exams to arrive. So yeah, right now I have some free time. I'm just gonna, you know, enjoy myself a bit and, you know, hopefully make more content for you guys because, jeez, I've been really slacking here. And I guess I'll leave this video at that, and do stay tuned to the next time of whatever I make. Until next time, bye!